Good morning, students. Today, I will explain duplication, a type of chromosomal aberration. Let us define chromosomal aberration first. Chromosomal aberration is a structural or numerical change in a chromosome. We are studying structural changes in chromosome in SYBSC. I have already covered deletion and I have already uploaded a video on YouTube on deletion. Today, I will explain duplication. So I will be covering duplication, which is a type of chromosomal aberration. It is under the course code USBO 302 in Unit 2. I am Dr. Maitri Shah, Head, Department of Botany, B.N. Bandodkar College of Science, Thane. Students, this lecture will cover duplication, the definition of duplication, the types of duplication, and under the types of duplication, I will cover intrachromosomal duplication and interchromosomal duplication. So let me first define duplication. I have seen online the definition of duplication in English. That is, I saw the Cambridge Online English Dictionary, where they have defined duplication as an act or a process of making an exact copy of something. So they have defined duplication as an act or a process of making an exact copy of something. So then I again went to Collins Dictionary, and of course I took up this from Oxford English Dictionary, where they have defined the duplication as an action or process of duplicating something. Now let us come back to duplication definition in chromosomal aberration. In chromosomal aberration, the definition, you will find it is not very different. It almost means the same. So what is the definition of duplication under chromosomal aberration? Duplication is a simple type of chromosomal aberration in which a portion of the chromosome is duplicated. So it's almost the same. So let us go a bit further. Duplication occurs when a small portion or a small segment of the chromosome is duplicated. Now, once it is duplicated, what happens then? Then this small segment is pasted or it is attached in some other part of a chromosome. Then this causes chromosomal aberration. Don't you find, students, that it is completely opposite to deletion? Yes, duplication is opposite of a deletion. It has been found that duplication can be detrimental when more genes are involved. So let us study the different types of duplication. So who coined the term duplication? The person called Bridges. He, in 1919, working on Drosophila, coined the term duplication. The duplication is a type of chromosomal aberration, and it is divided broadly into two major types. They are intrachromosomal duplication and interchromosomal duplication. So students, please remember, two types of duplication. Broadly, it has been divided into intrachromosomal duplication and interchromosomal duplication. So let me start with intrachromosomal duplication. Intrachromosomal duplication can be defined as the duplicated segment remains on the same chromosome. It may be present at different location, but it remains on the same chromosome. Now, what can be the position of that duplicated segment? It can be on the same arm next to the original segment. Okay. The next is, it can be on the same arm, but it can be removed from the original segment. That means it is not placed side by side. It can have a place little bit removed little bit away from the original segment. Or otherwise, the third one, it can be, that is the duplicated segment can be on the other arm of the same chromosome. Now, please understand this. We are talking about intrachromosomal duplication. Intra means within the chromosome. So when the duplicated segment is within the chromosome, in that case, it is called as intrachromosomal duplication. Now, within the chromosome, where can it be? It can be, that is, the question is, where can we place the duplicated segment? It is within the chromosome. It is in the same chromosome, but where is it? So there can be three places. One, it can be just adjacent to the original segment, or it can be little removed from the original segment, but on the same arm, or it can be removed from the original segment, but on the other arm of the chromosome. So these are the three positions of intrachromosomal duplication. I hope you have understood, students. Now, in intrachromosomal duplication, let us study what are the different types. There are different types in intrachromosomal duplication. So the first one which comes to my mind is tandem duplication. What is tandem duplication? The duplicated segment remains in the same chromosome. Yes, it has to remain in the same chromosome because we are studying intrachromosomal aberration, intrachromosomal duplication. So it is in the duplicated segment remains in the same chromosome, in the same arm, and next to the original segment. So just adjacent to the original segment, if it is present, then it is called as tandem duplication. But then tandem duplication again has two types. One is called as direct tandem, and the second one is called as reverse tandem. So now let us study. You know what is tandem duplication? Tandem duplication means, I'll repeat it, the duplicated segment is present adjacent to the original segment on the same arm. So it is an intrachromosomal duplication. Tandem duplication is of two types, direct tandem and reverse tandem. Now let us see what is direct tandem. Direct tandem is when the gene order of the duplicated segment is the same as original segment. I will go to line diagram and you will understand what does this statement mean. But just understand the order of the gene. When you see that a small segment is duplicated, it means that it contains certain genes, number of genes. So the order of the gene does not change. It is exactly the same as the original segment. In that case, it is called as a direct. And tandem means just adjacent to the original segment when it gets attached. So then it is called as direct tandem. What is the second one? Reverse tandem. Name itself will suggest when the gene order of the duplicated segment is inverted. So 180 degree, it turns over so that in a reverse order, we find the gene in a gene order is reversed. So when that happens, then it is called as reverse and tandem because the duplicated segment is exactly adjacent to the original segment but in a reverse order. So we have direct tandem and indirect tandem. Here you have to understand three things. One, it is a tandem duplication. Second, it is a direct tandem duplication. And third, it is a reverse tandem duplication. Now let us go to the next slide and we will see the line diagram. Okay, this line diagram, students, if you see what is in front of you is a line. Okay, and in this line, you will see I have put some numbers. What are these numbers? These numbers are from 1 to 9. They represent genes. So I have just placed one gene, the locus or the loci is 1. In this loci, you have 2, the second gene, 3, 4. And what is this round part? The round blue circle. This point or the circle is the centromere. And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can always say that there is a P arm and there is a Q arm and there is a centromere, and this is the line diagram which shows the gene from 1 to 9 placed in a certain order. Now this is a normal chromosome, and then what do you find? In the second line diagram, students, you will see that from 1 to 7 it is exactly the same. So you will find the gene 1 in the first locus, second locus gene 2, 3, 4, and the centromere 5, 6, and 7. So 5, 6, and 7, from 1 to 7, it is exactly same as the normal chromosome. Then what has happened? Parenthesis, you can see this bracket which I have made, and this shows, this includes the segment containing 6 and 7. So 6 and 7 has been duplicated, and just adjacent to it, it has been added or it has been pasted. So it has been copied and pasted adjacent to the original segment. So you can see I have labeled it as duplication, and then of course 8 and 9. So when you see this, students, what comes to your mind? 1, it is a chromosomal aberration. 2, it is deletion. It is duplication. Sorry, it is duplication. Then it is tandem duplication, and also it is intrachromosomal duplication. Now, it is tandem duplication, and in tandem duplication, it is direct tandem. Okay, it is direct tandem duplication. If you look at this diagram, immediately you can tell it is a tandem duplication and it is a direct tandem duplication. Now, so what do you see over here? 1, it is a tandem duplication. 2, it is a direct tandem duplication. I hope you have understood this part. So let us proceed and let us go to the next line diagram. Now again, the same line diagram, you can see the line which I have drawn, and it represents a chromosome. In the chromosome, there is a P arm and there is a Q arm, and you can see the gene order. You can see from 1, 2, 3, 4 centromere, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then what happens? The same procedure. So you can see over here that the gene order, if you see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 centromere, and then 5, 6, 7, yes, and then 6 and 7 is duplicated. And it is a tandem duplication because it is adjacent. The duplicated segment is placed adjacent to the original segment. But here there is a twist. What is the twist? You can see the duplicated segment has been inverted and it has been pasted. Now inverted and pasted, or inverted and aligned. Okay. So now what do you see here? The number is 7 and then 6. So it has been 180 degree. It has been turned, and you can see it has been pasted. So we have the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 centromere, 5, 6, 7, and then 7, 6, then 8 and 9. And my dear, this kind of duplication is called as tandem duplication. The type of tandem duplication is reverse tandem duplication. And if you want to really define this, then an order, place them in order, you will say that this is a chromosomal aberration, it is a duplication, it is an intrachromosomal duplication, it is a tandem duplication, and it is a reverse tandem duplication. I hope you have understood. It's very simple. Think logically, you will understand what I have been speaking. Now, intrachromosomal duplication, where the duplicated segment remains on the same chromosome. It remains on the same chromosome. but it is removed from the original segment. So it is not placed adjacent to the chromosomal original segment. So that means it is not tandem. Okay. So it is present at a different location, but it is on the same side of the centromere as the original segment. That means that it is present on the same arm. So that let us see how does it look. We take the same line diagram, and I have taken the same chromosome representing the same chromosome, where you can find the gene 1, 2, 3, 4, and then centromere 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is the normal chromosome. And then let us see what is the duplication. I have taken the duplication also, the segment as the same segment, and then you find that I have placed it removed from the original segment. So how do I represent it? I have represented it as 1, 2, 3, 4, centromere 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can see 8 has come in between. So that means my duplicated segment has shifted. It is not adjacent. And then again 6, 7, and then the original 9. So this type of duplication is called as displaced duplication. It is called as displaced duplication. And what kind of displaced duplication? It is homobranchial duplication. It is called as homobranchial duplication. Now, I will just explain it to you. We start with chromosomal aberration 1. It is a type of chromosomal aberration. Which type? It is duplication. In duplication, what are we studying? Intrachromosomal duplication. In intrachromosomal duplication, we are studying that it is displaced duplication. By displaced duplication, we mean that the duplicated segment is not placed adjacent to the original segment. Displaced meaning that it is placed away from the original segment, but it is present on the same arm. So that's why the name homobranchial displaced duplication. It is homobranchial. It is on the same arm of the chromosome. So when it is on the same arm of the chromosome but displaced, then in that case it is called as homobranchial duplication. I hope you have understood, students. This line diagram makes it very clear. Now let us go to the next part. So what is the next part? The next part is intrachromosomal duplication. Correct? It is an intrachromosomal duplication, but the duplicated segment is not present in the same arm. It is present in the other arm. Followed? It is present on the other arm of the same chromosome. So that makes it intrachromosomal, but it makes it heterobranchial. It makes it heterobranchial. So students, let us just go through, let us repeat it. What has happened over here? 1, it is an chromosomal aberration, it is duplication, and it is intrachromosomal duplication. Now, in intrachromosomal duplication, which kind? It is the displaced duplication. But then this displaced duplication is of another type. So what type? It is heterobranchial duplication, displaced duplication. What is that type? In this, the duplicated segment will not be placed on the same arm of the original segment, but it will be placed on the other arm, other side of the centromere. Then in that case, it is called as heterobranchial duplication. I hope all the students, you have followed the intrachromosomal duplication. Now let us come to the next type, the broad heading, that is interchromosomal duplication. So you must understand, interchromosomal duplication means The duplicated segment is present in non-homologous chromosome. We are talking about interchromosomal. So that means we are not talking about homologous chromosomes. We are talking about non-homologous chromosome. The duplicated segment of a chromosome is incorporated in the non-homologous chromosome. Now there is one more type here, and the duplicated segment is present as a separate chromosome. Okay, we have a microchromosome, development of a microchromosome. And why does that microchromosome survive? Because it has the centromere. Because it has the centromere. And students, you know, if the centromere is present, then in that case, you know that chromosome is going to survive. And this two types which you will be studying comes under interchromosomal duplication. So let us go to the next part. In interchromosomal duplication, let us study the duplicated segment of the chromosome is incorporated in a non-homologous chromosome, and this is also called as transposed duplication. So we have a terminal transposed duplication, and we also have an interstitial transposed duplication. Now, so I have told you that duplication, this interchromosomal duplication, we have transposed duplication, and where again we have to study it under two headings. One is the terminal and the second one is interstitial. Now, terminal duplication, students, you are aware of the term terminal, where the duplicated segments gets attached to the terminal portion of the non-homologous chromosome, and in that case it is called as the terminal transposed duplication. So this kind of line diagram, my students find it very interesting, so I have brought it for you. So here we have the line diagram, and I have used the same line diagram and the same number of gene and the position of the centromere. So this normal chromosome, you can see it has got the gene 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the centromere, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And this is the normal chromosome. And this normal chromosome, I want to show you the duplication has taken place. And I have taken the same segment, that is the segment which has the gene 6 and 7, and you can see it has been duplicated. So you can see very clearly it has been duplicated and it has not attached to the same chromosome. So if it attaches to the same chromosome, you know what it will be. But now we are seeing that it has not attached to the same chromosome. So where does this duplicated segment, where does it go? So you can see over here, I have another chromosome, and this chromosome is definitely different. It is a non-homologous chromosome, and let us look at the gene. How did I represent it? It has got the gene A, B, C, D. It has got a centromere, and then it has got E, F, G, H. This is the non-homologous chromosome, and you can see what has happened. The duplicated segment has attached at a position which we can say is the terminal position of a non-homologous chromosome. So it is the terminal position of a non-homologous chromosome. So students, this type of duplication is a transposed duplication, where it has been transferred to a non-homologous chromosome, and where the duplicated segment has attached, as you can see the position, it is the terminal position. So that's why it is called as terminal transposed duplication. Now here you can make out the difference. Why is it called the interchromosomal duplication? So here you can see that the duplicated segment attaches to a non-homologous chromosome, and it is represented so well that you can immediately make out the that it is a non-homologous chromosome. So students, if we have to understand this particular diagram in front of you, so first you say that it is a chromosomal aberration, it is deletion, it is interchromosomal duplication. Sorry, I made a mistake. It is a chromosomal aberration, it is duplication, it is interchromosomal duplication, and in interchromosomal duplication, it is transposed duplication, and in transposed duplication, it is terminal transposed duplication. So I hope you have understood. And yes, let's come to the next one. The next one is interstitial transposed duplication, where the duplicated segment gets attached to the non-homologous chromosome. What is the position? The position is interstitial. There's another word for interstitial. If you remember, I had told you another word is intercalary. Okay, now we proceed with the same normal chromosome. It has got the gene 1, 2, 3, 4, centromere, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and this is our normal chromosome. And then what happens? Duplication takes place, and yes, it is the same thing. You can see the duplicated segment is 6 and 7, and then this duplicated segment goes and attaches to a non-homologous chromosome. But what is the position? The position is interstitial. So when it is interstitial, it is attached somewhere in between. Then in that case, this transposed duplication is called as interstitial transposed duplication. So students, here we can see it is a chromosomal aberration, it is duplication, and then it is an interchromosomal duplication, it is a transposed duplication, and it is an interstitial transposed duplication. I hope you have followed. It's very simple. And let us come to the last type. It is called as extracentric duplication. Now here, what happens is a small part is duplicated, a small segment of the chromosome is duplicated, but the duplicated part includes the centromere, and then it can act as an independent chromosome, which is also called as microchromosome. Now let us see how does this happen. So here you can see that I have taken the same chromosome, and it has the gene 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has the centromere 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is my normal chromosome. So what I have been taking throughout the lecture, this is our normal chromosome. And then what happens? Now you see I've changed the segment. Now you can see the segment includes the centromere. Okay, the segment includes the centromere. Let's now read it. So you can see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, centromere, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And what has been duplicated over here is 3, 4, centromere, 5, and 6. So this is the portion which has been duplicated. So this is the microchromosome, and it is this duplicated segment is capable of surviving separately, and this is called as the microchromosome, and this kind of duplication is called as extracentric duplication, and here the formation of the microchromosome takes place. So students, thank you. I hope you have understood the topic. This topic was related to chromosomal aberration. The type of chromosomal aberration was duplication. So thanks a lot.